What is up, my thrifty friends? Tabs here from the Urban Goddess shop. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are doing a work with me Mondays. I'm your coworker, you're my coworker, thrift gang. We are hanging out today. I have lots of good topics. We got a new fashion lawsuit, an eBay thing, we got some taxes, some wholesale drama, a case, of course, posh shows, and something fun at the end. So I'm excited. It's going to be a shorter episode because I am pre-recording right now while I'm getting ready to be gone for 11 days, but this is what I have so far and some good stuff. Okay, if you are new to my channel, I'm a Canadian reseller. I'm a mom to 2 girls, a wife. I work part-time in a hospital pharmacy, and I love to sell used clothing. It is my jam here on YouTube, and I share everything about my business, helping you grow a side hustle, reselling clothing as well. Okay, so let's kick this off. First is life and business update. Life. Oh my gosh, it's been so busy. It's been so busy. I say this every week. This is life, right? Like, we're all busy. I'm not the only busy person. You guys are busy too, but man, life has been busy. It was a 4-day week because I am recording this on Thursday. Tomorrow is Good Friday. And I worked 2 days, which only left me with 2 days to get stuff done. And I really sometimes overestimate, what's the word I'm looking for? What I can accomplish. And I was really good at prioritizing what had to be done. I did the things that had to be done, and the things that I couldn't get done, I just let go. I also was very focused on the tasks. I made lists, and it was like, I have to do this, this, and this before I can chill out and do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'll be happy in 2 weeks when this whole stretch is done. And I need to get a little bit more into normal because it's just been chaotic the last 4 weeks, and I just feel like I have so much on my plate. So yeah, that's where I'm at personal. We are heading away. We are going to the mountains when you guys are watching this. I am on my way home from our mountain trip over Easter, and then I am heading to Winnipeg next week with my youngest. So yeah, it's 11 days. It's about 11 days that I'm going to be gone, and I've really learned to let go of things this year. So in the past, I would work ridiculous hours trying to get everything done, because realistically, it's the same amount of hours in the month that I'm putting towards my business. It's just that I lose a week, so then I have to work twice in the week before, you know what I mean? But this, probably the last 6 months, I've just started to let it go, where it's like, okay, what do I need for my business to run? What, the different aspects, so YouTube is one of the aspects of my business, but the different aspects of my business, what do I need to get done? And then anything else that they take on that's extra or whatever, I kind of put that to the side. So I do have some new and exciting ventures that will be happening, but I'm not gonna start them until after, within a couple weeks kind of thing. I need to get through this busy period. But yeah, business-wise, sales are still really slow, guys. Oh my gosh. I've had some good sales, but nothing compared to what I was pumping out a month ago. I just don't know how it goes from this to this. I don't get it. I'm doing all the same things. I did get up, I think, almost 30 listings this week, and I've sold only 5 items this week. It's been a really slow week. Yeah, no bathtub live shows this week, so that's good news. Good news for me, at least. Maybe not good news for anyone that was hoping that they were going to catch one. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trucking along. I'm trying not to get worried about it. I'm hoping people are transitioning. People are waiting for tax returns. I just think there's a lot of things going on. So I'm trying not to sweat a slow month. Still disappoints me, but I'm trying not to sweat it. I just need to stay consistent and keep doing what I know works for my business. So business-wise, I don't know. I wish I had better news. I wish I could say sales are crazy and this is how you make them, because I don't know. I feel like all the prices are just kind of low right now. But yeah, that's it. That's my life and business update. Okay. Now, let's get to the part that you guys are all here for, the show, the work with me, the topics. first one is, here's an interesting one, is a lawsuit. So it's a fashion lawsuit. I saw it on Instagram involving my favorite brand to sell. Can you guys guess who it is? What is my most favorite? Well, I have a couple, but like, this is probably my most favorite brand to sell. Aritzia. Aritzia is facing a new copyright infringement lawsuit. They are accused of improperly displaying unauthorized and illegal sculptures in stores as one of their ad campaigns. Just wait. I'm going to drop a link down below for the article, but this is the illegal unauthorized sculpture. I just can't even take it seriously. I find it absolutely hilarious that there is a sculpture that is a squiggly line, number one, and how the heck did they get a copyright protection thing on this squiggly thingamajigger? Like it's literally like a oh my gosh. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, what is it? And then I looked at the pictures and I was like, are you for real? Are you for real? This is what the lawsuit's about. Now, on a side note, I have been in Aritzia recently and I did see those sculptures and they're very eye-catching. So definitely they knew what they were doing. They definitely, it's like, I don't know, they're like metallic. It's very like eye-catching. I think it went with the metallic puffer maybe even from this winter or like early spring. So they're being sued for using that sculpture in all of their displays. And I guess they didn't have prior approval. I don't even know if they knew it was a copywritten or copyright protected squiggly sculpture. I don't know. I feel silly reporting this, but it's hilarious. So we got all a laugh at this. I hope you guys had the laugh that I did. That's the infringement right there. Next one, eBay reminder. New coupons were sent out to your email if you have an eBay store. I have an eBay store and I just thought everyone got this. I forgot that this was actually one of the perks to having an eBay store. So they send me a credit of $35. I don't know if this depends on how much you sell or what level of store you have. I'm not really sure on the parameters there, but I seem to be getting a $35 credit every quarter. I did spend mine already. So last time I bought these like giant poly mailers, which I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. But this time I bought padded envelopes so I can stick like a pair of Lulu shorts or a tank top, something lightweight in them, and it would stay nice and flat because I have been using that net parcel and I get really good rates going to the US from Canada, and it goes by like dimensional weight. So the flatter the object and it can be more spread out, the better rate I'm getting. So I thought those padded poly mailers would be a good choice. If you receive that coupon and you buy things, I'd love to hear what you're spending your credit on. I was eyeballing the tape and there was like something else. I think they had like a sticker set. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Then you can use whatever poly mailer or shipping box that you have and you can just stick an eBay sticker on it. So I thought that was kind of cool too. Next topic is a big one. I haven't talked about this in a while, I feel like it's just kind of fallen off my radar, and probably more because it's not how I source. But a new year, a new wholesaler, and they're trying to take resellers' money, and that's how I look at it. They're looking out for their best interest. There are some good ones out there. I'm not knocking everyone, but majority of them are only looking out for their best interest. And I have bought from wholesalers and liquidators before. I do have some videos. I've never had like a bad experience that wasn't rectified, but I'm also an influencer, and I think they work with us sometimes a little bit better because our microphone's a little bit louder. So if we're not happy, we tend to have problems fixed a little bit easier than someone without a social following. So here's my 2 cents, and I had to write all this down because I had a lot of thoughts on it. When you buy from a wholesaler or a liquidator, you are giving your hard-earned money to someone else and hoping that they have your best interest at heart. Like that's the best way that I can say it. You are going to hand over your cash to them and you're hoping that they send you what they promise or what they're promising, and that you're going to be able to make money on what they send you. They only care about their own best interest, right? And making money. That's very true. And keep that in mind, okay? I saw someone on Instagram talking about Helpsy Wholesaler, bought quite a few high quality boxes over a month ago. The boxes showed up missing the most expensive pieces. When we reached out to them, they said that they would be on their way. Then, no, they're not coming. Then they said, oh, we accidentally gave those pieces to somebody else. And he was like, well, that's not okay. Then they were like offering pieces at half the value of the original items. There were some switcheroos happening. Just for reference, Helpsy does have manifested boxes and pallets, which means you get a detailed list of what is in the box, the brands, the styles, the sizes. So yeah, pretty disappointed and didn't receive the item purchased. He is in negotiations trying to get a credit, and I've actually heard this story 3 times in the last couple weeks, or like probably in the last month. And that's, I think, what really brought it up, where I was like, hey, this needs to be talked about. And I just want to say, like, you guys have to be cautious if you're spending your money with a wholesaler or liquidator. There's a lot of risks associated with this type of sourcing. Some people do really well with it, but many people get burned. Many people get burned. And even people that do well with it still get burned, even though they're doing well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they might get 2 good boxes and they might get 3 bad ones. Like, it's just such a roll of the dice. And I just want you guys to be really cautious. And if you do not have the money to either lose or to break even on, don't take the chance, okay? With any wholesaler or liquidator, if you do not have the money to gamble with and the capital, and you're taking this from your grocery money and you're like, man, I'm going to make big bucks here, just don't do it. You don't have control over your inventory that way. And I mean, unless you're getting completely manifested inventory, even when you get manifested inventory, you have to, I've looked at a ton. I've tried to break down costs on a ton. And when I look at all the crap brands that I end up getting in that box or pallet as well, it's really hard for me to make good money. So you're going to have pieces in there that you make money on, but there's so many pieces in there that you just break even. And it just, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I think it's really tough doing it that way. And like I said, some people do well with it. Lots of people don't. So I think we just need to have this conversation again about wholesalers and liquidations, because it's kind of been under the radar for a while. It feels like it's been quite a while since we've had any major drama in the reseller community about it. I also heard that it's people from Jomar that are in Helpsy. It just kind of shifted. A couple people went over there. I don't have the actual names or the information. That's just what I heard. But what I'd love to hear is your experiences with whichever wholesalers recently. So if you have bought wholesaler liquidation in the last 6 months, drop down below and share your experience. I mean, obviously you don't have to give away, if you found one that's like your honey hole, you don't have to give that away, but share your general experience buying wholesale or buying liquidation, and like how many you receive that are meh, how many you receive are good, what type of profit margins. Like if you want to share anything just to help other people that may be thinking about it, I think it would be great. I don't have a lot of great things to say about them, but I also live in Canada. So here, like if I order something from the US, I'm going to pay exchange rate, which is like 30% right now. Plus I have to pay duties. Plus I have to pay to ship it, which is usually more money to come to Canada. So yeah, there's a lot of additional costs, and it's just, it's tough. It's tough to turn a profit here in Canada. Okay, next thing to talk about. Heather from Paradigm Thrift had a really strange case and kind of annoying. I think it's a case of buyer's remorse. She thinks it's a case of buyer's remorse, but the buyer purchased a beautiful fur coat, like a stunningly gorgeous fur coat, and then opened a case stating the fur is yellow. I saw multiple photos. I went into her closet, looked at the listing, everything. There was no yellowing. And what the buyer did was when they received it, they opened up the case and they took the lighting in like dim, 8 p.m. evening lighting, and it made it look yellowish. But if it would have been held up in like daylight, it wasn't yellow. So it broke my heart because she lost the sale. It got returned. It was a $150 sale. But yeah, she had reached out. I thought it was worth worth chatting about. And I wish Posh would do a better job at requesting better photos before they make these types of decisions. She's also not a small seller. She has, a good reputation. She's made quite a few sales on Poshmark. So it's not like she's a new seller, like she's a reputable seller. It breaks my heart when Posh doesn't deal with cases properly, I guess, and ask for better pictures. Well, we are talking about Poshmark. I have another topic, and it is about the Poshmark 1099K rolling out this year. Or maybe it was rolled out. I don't even know. I shouldn't say rolling out, but anyways, the 1099K, I feel like, no, maybe this is the first year that they've sent them out to you guys. So I want to hear how it's working. If you received yours, I want to know how is it working with your own sales recording. Because what I've heard, they're tallying up your gross sales, including your canceled ones, and they're claiming this as your total number. Now, this may serve as an issue if you did a lot of live selling and was canceling sales in the live sales, or in the live shows to create, bundles and putting everyone's items into one bundle, giving them a bundle price or like a listing price. I feel like this was most common with live shows, especially before Poshmark was allowing bundling. People would have to cancel the sales, create a listing, put all the items into that, give the price, and then the buyer would have to purchase it. And I actually see quite a few people still doing it this way, which sometimes I'm like, I don't know why, but yeah, I think I have seen it happening quite often. So what's happening is on that 1099K, all those canceled sales are showing up as income. They didn't null those out, and it's showing a much higher inflated gross sales, or gross sales income, I guess, and it may not be what you're actually claiming. So Anna had reached out to me and kind of shared some information about her experience with it. And she is currently reviewing all her sales line for line against her Excel sheets. And there's so many things that aren't matching. And she's going to have to work with her accountant. So I'm just wondering, there has to be other people experiencing this right now. And I feel in the US, you guys are, starting to get them all done and get them submitted. But I would love to hear from you guys what you're doing, what your experience is in it, and any advice. I mean, this is not tax advice, but how are you tackling the issues with this? How are you recording the information, breaking through it? Because it might help someone else that just got their 1099 and is like, oh my gosh, what's happening here? And then as for the Canadian side, I haven't started my taxes yet. I'm starting mine in about a week and a half when I get back from Winnipeg. Fingers crossed, everything is correct on Posh's side. So this is the first year. Last year in July 2022, Poshmark started remitting GST for us. And I guess my question is, because I haven't tackled mine yet, if anyone has started theirs, how did it turn out? What's your experience? Is the GST correct? This is just such a headache. I see on eBay sends you a report. What else? What other platform? I just got a report from Amazon, because I have some Amazon affiliate links. They just sent me my tax form. I wish it was just easy. I wish it was easy. Anyways, none of this is tax advice. Please don't take it as tax advice. I just think it's good conversations, because we are all in the same boat trying to do our taxes right now. Another Posh news thing, I just heard that Posh live shows are open again to more sellers. So if you are interested and you haven't gotten in, make sure you go over to poshmark.com/live, and I think you can apply there. If not, do a quick Google search and you should be able to pull it up. Well, oh my gosh, we just plowed through those topics. I didn't have too much to say about each one. It was just a few different things, but I feel like they were all very good, relevant topics. To wrap it up, we're going to do something fun. We're going to do an inspirational quote. So Soul J shared a great quote a few weeks ago that I have to share with you guys. And the quote is, "Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. And I think this is just one of those forever evolving, forever growing, forever changing. And I don't know, I really liked it. It hit me on the heart. So I wanted to share that inspirational quote with you guys. If you have anything that you've heard recently or read online that you want to share, please drop it down below. I'd love to hear if you have any positive words to say. All right, guys, I am heading out of here. Oh my gosh, that was really quick. But yeah, I just had a few things I wanted to talk about, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it brings value to your reselling business and that we open good discussions in the reseller community here. All right, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up and let me know. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe on your way out. I really appreciate when you guys hit subscribe. Okay, I am heading out of here. I am wishing you guys all many sales. I am off for the next 11 days, and I will see you next time. Bye!